Hello. Good morning, one and all present here. Respected dignitaries, esteemed faculty members, dear friends, and our honored chief guest of the day, Shri Velraj Kartakan. It is a day and privilege to welcome you all for this special session of Pre BIOS 2K25 workshop.
To begin this event on an auspicious note, let us invoke the blessings of the Almighty with a prayer song. I request everyone to join in seeking divine guidance.
मुदाकरातमोदकं सदा विमुक्तिसाधकं तलाधरावतंसकं विशासिलोकरक्षकम् अनायकैकनायकं विनाशिदेवदैत्यकं नताशुभाशुनाशकं नमामि तं विनायकम् न तेतरातिभीकरं नवोदितात्कभास्वरं नमः सुरारिनिर्झरं नथाधिकापदुर्धरं सुरेश्वरं निधीश्वरं गजेश्वरं गणेश्वरं महेश्वरं तमाश्रये परात्परं निरन्तरम्.
Thank you for that soulful rendition. Now, I officially commence the event. I take great privilege in inviting Dr. Senthil Kumanan, the head of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, to deliver the welcome address.
So, respected dignitaries, fellow faculty members, and my dear students, very good morning to one and all. So, it gives me a great pleasure to welcome our honorable and respected chief guest of Pre BIOS Workshop, Sri Velraj K, System Engineer, Aruba, Hewlett Packard Enterprises. So I take this opportunity to welcome you, sir, on behalf of Sri Chandrasekharendra Saraswati Vishwa Mahavidyalaya, and also thank you very much for providing this platinum sponsor for our university as well as our department association for BIOS. And in addition to that, actually your valuable invited talk on like AI and AI networking and security. So we will be having 3 sessions with respect to various topics in terms of networking related. So thank you, sir. And also I welcome you, sir. So I take this opportunity to welcome our beloved and respected Dean Engineering Technology, Sri Ratnakumar sir. Sir, please. I welcome you, sir. And also I take this opportunity to welcome our Professor of Practice, Dr. Venkatesh sir. Welcome you, sir. And also I take this opportunity to welcome all the faculty members and my dear students. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words and warm welcome. Now we have the honor of hearing from Dr. M. Ratnakumar, Dean and Faculty of Engineering, who will deliver the felicitation address.
Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Pratma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. A very good morning to all the students and faculties and our chief guest from Hewlett Packard, Sri Velraj and his friends. So the excellent day. It's a Pre BIOS workshop. That's what your radar department informed me. After several years, BIOS is happening again. It is booming in our Chandrasekharendra Saraswati Vishwa Mahavidyalaya. Happy to see students organizing this kind of events. So our aim is to give the expose the students to happening technology in industry, apart from parallel to curriculum or crossing our regular curriculum. That is our sincere aim. That's why we're starting this kind of association meetings, workshops, and everything. So through this, you can get exposed yourself and you can have some kind of knowledge. So when you're studying in theory, you can compare both and you can easily update yourself. That is the main reason for arranging this kind of function, department functions, chapters, and everything. And very happy to see that it has been organized very professionally by the CSE students and faculty. I congratulate them to organize such a events. And really, I am very happy to welcome our Honorable Sri Velraj sir from Hewlett Packard, who is going to today demonstrate, going a lot of sessions, he is going to teach you about what is happening in network field, networking. Everything is on networking now. Without you don't have a proper network or not network properly yourself is going to be a problem to survive. So we need a Packard network and what is happening in that field, how AI is revolutioning the network and different network connecting mechanism, different digital switches, how to retrieve the data, how to enter. You have so many apps is developing everywhere. So morning we have had a discussion with the Sri Velraj. I told other universities how this networking they are implementing everything. So very interesting to hear. So you have to get knowledge. When you want to get knowledge, is the only way by asking questions, not by just seeing the demonstration. So try to put a lot of questions and queries to the experts here. Try to update your knowledge. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. Now I request our Dean, Dr. M. Ratnakumar, to honor the chief guest.
Now, I request Sri Venkatesh sir to honor the chief guest. Thank you, sir. Now, it's time to introduce our esteemed chief guest, Sri Velraj Karthakan.
We are honored to have with us Sri Velraj Karthakan, a distinguished system engineer at Aruba, a HP enterprise company, where he plays a key role in emerging accounts. With over 5 years of experience at Aruba and past expertise as a national pre-sales consultant at Ali Telesis, he brings a wealth of knowledge in network security, solutions architecture, and enterprise networking.
Sir, it is a privilege to have you as today with us. We eagerly look from hearing from you. Thank you, sir.
Can we start? This mic is okay, right? So good morning, everybody. Yeah, really, I want to thank the kind of welcome you all gave, right? From the security gate to till this place was really awesome. Thank you so much. I see a lot of smiles in all your faces. I could understand the kind of atmosphere, the expectation that you all have from this. So myself, Vail Raj, I am in the industry for 16 plus years. So I know only network, right? So if you ask me in the night, you immediately after waking up, if you ask any question in the network, I'll be able to, because that's the areas I was focusing and experienced for last 16 plus years after my engineering, right? So when it comes to network, there are so many things to discuss, right? So I have 45 minutes. I think they have given me 3 patches. In the short of 45 minutes, I just want to cover as max I can. And while you all go out from this room, I want to ensure that you have some ideas, at least some 10% or 20%, whatever I want, right? That is my whole objective of having this session along with you all, right? I had some experience yesterday. One of my friend, he went for campus interviews, okay? One of the same engineering college in Chennai. The opportunity, what they have is for support, basically, okay? Somebody will develop the softwares, okay? They have a separate team for developing the softwares. That's the corporate style of working, right? So they don't give everything to everybody, right? So one guy will gather the customer requirement, other guy will design it, the one more team develop it, then there's a team for testing, then there's a team for support, right? So when it comes to a CSC, when it comes to development, you have so many things, right? So the opportunity what the company having right now is for support after development. Once company deliver the project, they need a team to support for the ongoing operations. They took 500 plus employees, not employees, the students from computer science. The concern what I had received from them, nobody said okay to that job, even though after they given the offer. Okay. The reason what I heard from them is all CSC, whether knowingly or unknowingly, the means of CSC means developer. Okay. They want to develop the code. It's not like that, right? When it comes to CSC, basically what? It's a computer technology, right? There are so many things, right? I just want to start because you can ask me, I'm from CSC, why should I learn networking? My interest should be developing the codes. It's not like that, right? So end of the day, this is all technology. It's matter of interest, matter of learning, and matter of what output you want to give for your companies, right? So network also is part of the technology, right? It doesn't mean that only the communication people can come and work for the network, right? I have seen so many of the CSC team also, people also taking network as a challenge and they are working. It's a universal, the domain doesn't mean that only this and that can join and work, right? So I just want to ensure that you all have an open mind when there's opportunities coming up, and accordingly you just give an attempt and ensure that you are delivering it. You are learning and delivering it, right? So what is important is every day learning, every day that what the industry is expecting, that delivery, that is something is important, right? Fine. Now let us get into the networking. I was checking with Senthil sir, right? So I have here mix of second year, third year, and fourth year CSC students, right? By the time you all have a basic idea of networking, right? Basically, what is networking? Yeah, if you read in the papers, you see connecting two things or connecting two peoples, right? So we have local area network, we have wide area network, we have mobile networks, we have so many networks today, right? What we all doing using network? Basically, we are giving a connectivity, right? So is that easy? when we want to connect things? Do you think in the industry, any business will work without connectivity? We are very much globalized, right? Nowhere we are talking about decentralized model anymore, right? Anything you take, we are globalized, right? And yesterday you saw some news, right? Our people, they went to the moon and they came back after how many months? 9 months, right? There was a technology they used. What is that? It's network. It's all about network, correct? How the Google map is working here, when you want to move from Chennai to Bangalore, let's say Bangalore, HPE, there's an office, okay, there is an invitation, you have got it, you got the Google map also, right? Using the Google map, you'll be able to reach. The same technology they are using between the earth and moon. Maybe something more, but at the high level, there is some technology which is helping in terms of tracking the right route, right? It's all about network today. Any business that you take today, without network, nothing is possible, right? So what are the things are involved in network? Do you think network is just a hardware? There is no software. There is no scope for development. There is no scope for testing. There is no scope for support. Whatever you see in the software project, all you see in the networking also, right? Let's say you are developing some application and you are providing for the company. Who will access those applications? The business people, maybe the internal employee. Let's say your college having some app. They will deploy the app in some servers of your data center, right? Who will access those? We cannot walk to the data center, connect our laptop and access. We cannot do that, right? We need connectivity. So who is your customer here? You are the customers. I am the customers. Let's say I have my baby. I want to onboard my baby part of your college. I want to check when there is a admission, right? They have an app. Using my mobile or laptop, using internet, I'll get into the app and see what is happening. The same way, let's say you want to apply your attendance. You want to claim for your whatever. You have some lot of claims internally or whatever, right? Nobody is using paper today. Nobody. We are talking about paperless. We are talking about digital transformation, right? Look at our city, not even our city, anywhere you go in look and corner of India. I was there at Chennai, KK Nagar. I went to one temple. There was a lady selling flowers. I saw the UPI in front of the lady. I was asking, ma'am, my mobile network having some issues. I have a cash. Shall I give? No, sir, I have a UPI. Can you scan and send? Then I took my wife mobile, I scanned it because my mobile had some issues. The UPI was not working. Look at the technology, look at the development. Everywhere across India you go today, network, connectivity, right? So being a CSC students, you have a huge scope in this domain, right? So what are the components basically we use in network, right? I have a I will walk through, maybe 15 minutes I will take so that I can set the basic context. So we have Wi-Fi. You all know what is Wi-Fi devices. We all have switches. We all have routers. We have a lot of software for security. We have software for managing all these things, right? So you all know how they manufacturing hardwares, right? So that like how you see a typical the desktops, a same pattern only, but the language It is a BLC program what we use in the chipset, but the language what we use in the chipset, it is different, the way it works, right? So what is the job of Wi-Fi? The routers. You'll be seeing Zoom. Endeavor your campus will be a Wi-Fi enabled campus. We are working with your senior management. Okay, maybe in a month or two, wherever you go within your campus, any device that you bring, the moment you see your Wi-Fi network, if you have a right access, you'll be able to use your campus Wi-Fi, you'll be able to access internet, right? What is that product? Why we need that product? Wi-Fi. How it works? Let's say there's a requirement. This is the room. You want to give the connectivity. I want to access my laptop. Some software I have kept at my cloud. Okay, I need a internet basically. How you can give the connectivity? There are two ways of giving a connectivities, right? One is wired connectivity. The other one is wireless connectivity, right? So do you know the difference between wired and wireless? Wired means you see some cable coming from the device to my laptop. Wireless means there is no cable. We use the air as a communication media to connect, right? So let us start with wireless. Basically, it's a device will be having a built-in antennas. Using the antennas, we broadcast a SSID basically, nothing but a connectivity interface, which is wireless interface. Let's say I have a AP here. The moment your device is on, if you scan, you'll be able to see what are the wireless interface this room has it. Okay. Then using a right wireless, you see in the laptop while you are accessing your mobile, the moment you on your Wi-Fi interface, you see what are the Wi-Fi SSIDs available, right? The moment you connect, the request come to our wireless device. There is a authorization we follow. We ensure that the device what trying to access the Wi-Fi interface is the right device. Okay. Using four-way handshake. There is a handshake happening between wireless device to your endpoint, nothing but your laptop and computer. And we ensure that the device is talking to wireless. After wireless, what comes in picture? Authentication, right? So in this room, you see there are a lot of peoples. Second year, third year, fourth year, we have guest, you have senior management, right? You cannot give a equal access for everybody, right? You have a requirement, the class two, the second year person can access this, third year can access this, fourth year can access this. We from guest, we can access this. Such a restriction you can give in the network, right? For that, what you need? You need a solution. We call them as a AAA, basically. Authentication, authorization, and accounting, okay? This Wi-Fi device talk to our AAA solution. We have Aruba ClearPass Policy Manager, which is a software, security software, right? Let's say I'm the guest. I want to access your Wi-Fi network. Wi-Fi device take my information and send it to the software. Software will have complete database. Whether I belongs to second year, third year, fourth year or guest, basis on my login credential. Everybody will have a different login credential. Okay. And accordingly, the network with the security policy, I get automatically. You understood how it works when it comes to network, especially for Wi-Fi? It is not an open network anymore. It is a secured Wi-Fi. If you have access, you will have a Wi-Fi network. Within access, there is a restriction you can do. Who can access what? I'll give one example. Generally we see, if you go airport, you see there's a Wi-Fi. The moment you click, it asks what is your mobile number. You give your mobile number, you get the SMS. The moment you give the SMS, you will have the network access, which is open network. Here, what we are using, the SMS as a token for authenticating you, irrespective of either me or somebody else, big or low, if they come, only one access, internet access. There is no restriction, right? That is a public Wi-Fi. But what we call this as this is enterprise Wi-Fi. You will have a control, you will have a visibility. Let's say you will be having a visibility and control, right? So you can ask me, why we are talking about this such a long, what is the benefit of you, right? There's a huge opportunity in the market today for Wi-Fi testing, Wi-Fi developments. You know, Cisco has opened up their factories and they are going to hire huge people for testing their Wi-Fi device with respect to standards. There are, you know, right, any device that you want to buy in India, that device should have the manufacturing authority certification from Indian government. You cannot buy a device from China or anywhere if the device is not approved by the Indian government, right? Why? You all know the Made in India concept, right? Why Cisco, why HP, they want to start company in India? Because government has given a restriction, you have to manufacturing the product in India. And we have certain standard. We are no more a small country. Last week there was an article. We will be third emerging country in terms of economy, money. First US, China, after China is India. Now we are at fifth. Who's at the fourth? Any idea? You all have to know this knowledge, right? So you all going out from the college, right? You want to understand what is market, where the opportunities, right? So right now, Germany at the fourth, okay? Third, we are at fourth. We'll be beating Germany in next 2 years, as per the trend what we are doing it, right? So made in India, it is creating huge opportunities, right? So when it comes to Wi-Fi, let's say HP and Cisco, they are launching factory in India, they're manufacturing. There's a huge opportunities, right? You understood, right? And other what is important when it comes to the Wi-Fi technology. You all surveying, I think when it comes to here, right now your Wi-Fi is not so great, right? You have Wi-Fi solution, but still there is a improvement is going to happen. The management is working on that, right? But you can ask me, why it is so important when it comes to enterprise? Forget about your institute, because you are the students. Still, you can learn things using papers and mobile network, right? So, why it is important when it comes to enterprise? How that will help in terms of getting more opportunities? Let's talk more practical, okay? I have a PPT I can run quickly. That's anyway, it's all English. I just want to give more practical knowledge what I have gone through and how that can support in terms of looking what more you can do and what more opportunity you can look on network other than software development, what generally the CSE department focus, right? You can challenge me, any business today, it is working without Wi-Fi, any business you take. Go to Apollo, go to MIAT, go to Ramachandra, go to any institutes, go to any enterprise today. Everywhere we are talking about the Wi-Fi, the connectivity. So what it brings when it comes to enterprise? What it brings? It's a business language. What it brings when it comes to enterprise? Experience. First is experience, right? So primarily from Aruba, I deal three verticals: the Education Institute, Healthcare, and Hospitality. Okay? When it comes to healthcare, we have deployed a beautiful solution in Christian Medical College, CMC. There's a campus in Ronipet. It was designed by me. It was implemented by me. Complete Wi-Fi enabled campus. Why I'm saying it's complete Wi-Fi enabled? What is the benefit? Just the internet. Why? If I need internet, I have mobile. No. Today everybody is giving a powerful Wi-Fi network, right? Airtel, they tied up with Starlink. Wherever you go, if you have a Airtel SIM, you can talk to Starlink, which is there in Starlight. You'll be able to access, right? Which is enough. Okay, so when I was visited a Christian Medical College campus, the first requirement what I got from them is, if you see, in India, we call CMC as a South Ames. After Delhi, Ames, if you see per day, the most outpatient entry happening in CMC only, Christian Medical College. Per day, 40 to 60,000 outpatient is coming. They are not from India. Or I can say they are not from South. They are from East. They are from North. They are from Bangladesh. Okay, you all know Tamil Nadu. We speak Tamil very nicely. We speak English very nicely. But when it comes to other language, we don't know. But the people who's coming to CMC, they don't know English, they don't know Tamil. That was the bigger concern they had. Okay. So what we have given Aruba Wi-Fi. How we build Wi-Fi? When it comes to Wi-Fi, we have multiple devices, multiple product. Let's say we have a Wi-Fi we place here. We call them as a indoor Wi-Fi. Okay. What is indoor Wi-Fi? The device can survey this temperature. This, if you see this room, the temperature is controlled by us. We can reduce and we can increase, which is indoor Wi-Fi. Okay. Let's say outside there is a ground. We want to build the Wi-Fi, which is outdoor Wi-Fi. How we differentiate between indoor and outdoor? Basis on the hardware. The hardware what we have for indoor, it can support temperature 0 to temperature 55. The hardware of Wi-Fi what we have for outdoor, it can support minus 55 to plus 75. And it can support dust. It can support rain. The device will not spoil. If you are placing this AP outside, if there is a rain, that don't work. If there is a dust, that don't work. Accordingly, they made the hardwares, right? Clear? So we have indoor, we have outdoor Wi-Fi's, basis on the requirement. We also have an in-room Wi-Fi. Okay, let's say you have a dean room or you have the MD rooms. It's a small rooms. Maybe one user having 4 devices. We have something called in-room AP, wireless AP. The same AP will act as a AP. The same AP will act as a switch. The same AP will act as a firewall. One box you will have all solutions. We have that model also. So when it comes to Wi-Fi, let's say tomorrow you are taking a job of network engineer or network architect or network tester or network development. Okay, people like me will be there on the field we capture the requirement and we give it to you as a requirement. If the product already is there, fine. If the product is not there, you have to develop, right, basis on the requirement, right? So let's say basis on the requirement, we are giving the Wi-Fi box. That is one, indoor, outdoor, or in-room. We also have a model for factory. What is the model for factory? Why we have a separate model for factory? What is different factory from this model? Just think little more practically, because when you are looking for a job, let's say the interviewer who is coming, they don't look how good you are in paper. They look how good you are into problem solving, how good you are into thinking more differently or more innovatively, right? So they will not ask any basic. They will put some experience. This is the experience, how you will deal. So you have to be ready to counter those questions in terms of problem solving, in terms of developing new skill which is not there in the industries. That is expectations, right? Anybody? What is the factory? Where it difference? You are in the belt where you see many factories. You can see the difference between the normal building and the factory building. One difference, anybody? In terms of building, the structure. Okay, fine. You see the factory, if you look at the building, it's all steel buildings, not a concrete buildings. And look at the height of the buildings. This height what? Maybe 12 feet? Have you seen any factory here? The ceiling height is like that? No. 4, 5 times higher than that, right? Maybe 40, 50. Factory also still need Wi-Fi, right? If I go with a normal AP, do you think that works? Don't, right? We have a AP that you can place inside factories, 40, 50 feet. The antenna, what we have part of the AP is powerful antennas. It can generate more power, cover more areas. So with this model, we ensure that the business are Wi-Fi enabled business. Wherever they go, there will be a Wi-Fi. So far, any doubts? Clear? Okay. What you can do? Today, any device you buy, I don't think so you have the Ethernet ports, right? Apple had stopped giving the Ethernet port part of the laptop the day when they launched, because they were so innovative, and they were thinking it is laptop, it is mobile device, it is not a fixed device. You need a wired port for the device which is fixed. But laptop was mobile device as per Apple 20 years before. They launched the Apple laptop without Ethernet adapters. If you want to connect Ethernet in Apple, there's a converter that converts USB to Ethernet. You have to connect, right? Any device you have part of your campus, which is Wi-Fi enabled device, you'll be able to connect using APs, which is very much clear, right? Do you think the business today has only laptops? Only laptops? I just want to tell you the amount of opportunity there across for the technical people, right? Huge, huge. Do you think only the laptop is available today? What more you have? Anybody? Anybody heard about IoT? What is BLE? Like Wi-Fi, you have BLE also. You have IoT also, right? What is the use case of BLE? Where we use BLE? Where you don't have Wi-Fi, we use BLE. Let's say this chair. We call them as, in network language, we call them as a objective. It's a dumb objective, which means nothing. You can make this chair as a small chair. It is possible using network. How is possible? You see here, just imagine how the technology. You all can be a developer. I was seeing yesterday Ratan Tata interview. He was talking about Elon Musk after the Dragon landed to India. Ratan Tata went to Elon Musk office. Where you are buying this motors? He was telling that I develop on my own. It's all designed, engineered by only one Elon Musk. Nobody has such a skill. I was feeling myself, why I am not like that. It doesn't mean that I have crossed. Still I am putting my effort to develop my own products. I will do one day. But look at, one person is like that. It's very simple, right? Nothing but this has a BLE transmitter, okay? You have to buy this from Aruba. Backside you have to sticker it. I mean, you saw a sticker, two side, right? One side you have to attach here. Other side is an open sticker you have to place on the chair. Simple, you have to place on the chair. Using this, let's say the AP you already have, that AP having a BLE antenna. Any AP that you buy from Aruba, that AP has IoT radio, that AP has BLE antenna also. That will act as a receiver. This both will talk. This will transmit a BLE power, AP receive, and this chair will talk to AP. You'll be able to see the chair is connected to your network. Why you want to connect this chair? You can ask me one benefits of Wi-Fi. When I met CNC, they don't know when the outpatient entry spikes. Today maybe 10,000, tomorrow maybe 40,000, or day after tomorrow maybe 50,000, right? So every chairs of not only CMC, we have this solution across customers, right? Connected to Aruba Wi-Fi, we'll be able to understand the density of the patient who occupied the seat at different interval, right? We have the history using application. If customer choose a date, they can see how much shares are used in that particular time. So that solution helping for capacity design. Capacity design, you understood, right? It's a big business. Understanding the capacity of your business and suggest proactively. Like it's like a season business. When we see Diwali, if you see our retail people, they increase the stocks, right? Same way, when it comes to business, they should know when, what time the capacity is changing. Manually reading, it's not possible. You need a technology, right? And second, let's say we have this conference room today, allocated for 100 people. The facility are not located here. You have multiple locations, and they have one common man. You have a centralized. I was talking about the globalization. The same way, nobody is talking about decentralized model for cost savings. You have 4 or 5 colleges, and you have one admin team. They want to manage this. You have blocked the room for 100 chairs. How it is possible? Using technology. We have something called floor manager. This is all developed by an engineer like us, okay? what we do after you placed Aruba wireless solution in your campus, we take the college a map and we upload into our solution, and we do a boundary saying that this is the boundary and this is the room of this. Okay, and you have a Wi-Fi. Let's say I'm putting this to all the chairs. The moment I put, this all will connect. So admin person will have access to that floor manager what we have. He can get into that particular location and see how many chairs are connected in the boundary. Let's say 100 is, you have asked 100, but only 90 is connected. So first use case, he has to ensure that the 100 should be there, not there, 10 short, right? So he has to ensure that the local guy, only 90 is there. You just see where the 10 more. It's not a small canvas. One can walk and see where the 10 more, right? How they can find? Just assume the scenarios where all the chairs of this campus is connected to Aruba Wi-Fi. It is Wi-Fi enabled and BLE enabled campus. All the chairs are connected. Every chair there's a asset ID. He knows out of 100, 90 is there. 91, 92, 93, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 are not there. Simply if he put 91, that will tell you where it is located at present at your campus. He can go, get, and ensure that the 91 is here. So how many use cases it is solving? It is helping in terms of managing inventory, which is a big project for the enterprise. They want to ensure that all their inventories are there, which is a huge. Every use case, a project, a business, where they're using technology. You understood, no? There's a software, there's a coding, there's a support, there's a development, so many things. Inventory management. And second, tracking. It helps you in terms of tracking. Do you think it is possible only for assets? No. For healthcare, this is a use case for wheelchair, beds. When I met my customer, the customer was saying per day they are missing 2 beds and 2 wheelchairs, which was costing 50,000. After they enable this solution, 0 loss. So customer will ask, what is the return of investment for this project? This is the return of investment. The experience of the peoples. The moment I come, we all come, 100 chairs are there, which is experience. For this college, we are the customers. They are giving a better experience. They are not asking us to stand outside for 10 minutes or 1 hour, right? Which is a business. When I go and outside, I tell, excellent hospitality, amazing, right? I put all this in my LinkedIn. You understood how the experience helping in terms of business, right? Second, the laws. They are avoiding the laws. And what is we are gaining here as a students? Forget, when it comes to opportunity, this also opportunities. Developing an app, servicing for your customers, it's an opportunity, huge opportunities. Understood? Any doubt till now? You can challenge me. You can bring 1,000 lakhs of use case. I have a solution. I have done it practically. One of the use case for the human, okay, which was very interesting. Sorry, just give me a lot when I am exceeding the times. This was happened in Hyderabad. Okay, the owner was there in US. They have a huge business. They're not a small people, right? So wherever you see, the governments are building the constructions, roads, big government construction, it is managed by them only. They have their own factory for everything. They take government project only. They have the manufacturing plant for steel, bricks, whatever they need for constructing things, they develop their own. There was a steel factory which is some 100 kilometer away from Hyderabad, which was managed by a lot of north and east people. Okay, these guys are from Hyderabad. Okay, there was a productivity concern. Okay, they have some tie-up with the supervisor, right? So they come in the morning, they signed it, and they go away. Okay, roughly they do some 1 hour work. It was a huge loss for the business, and we went and we met. Sir, what is your requirement? I want to track my people, want to ensure that everybody is available. So we have same solution, Aruba AP, having built-in Wi-Fi and BLE. The same way, I have this tag for the physical assets, right? The same way, I have a tag for human also. So they brought a tag from me, they placed on their ID cards. Okay? The same logic. There's a boundary we created. The moment they come, automatically that tag connects to Wi-Fi and they can look at by 9 o'clock. Let's say 10 tags means they can find out 10 tags. You can ask me. Let's say I am the employee of that particular group. Okay, I can give this tag to my friend and ask him to carry my tag also. How they will find? One innovation thought, how they will find? One quick. Let's say it is me, it is my friend. Okay, I want to do something. I gave my tags to my friend. It is sitting like that. Any quick thought? No? Just idea. Just give a try. See, we both are colleagues. I am here doing my job. He is there. He is doing that. He is sitting there. I am sitting here. He gave the tag to me. Both the tags are here. Tell me, please. Even though if it is mistake, not a problem. Give a try. I don't want to ask question, but still, this is all very interesting question. Anybody can answer if you are thinking little more. You want to try? Yeah, give a try, not an issues. You have any mic? Can you, if you don't mind, can you give?
The tags are too close, sir. Tags are too close means
Exactly. Excellent. What is your name?
Venkat sir.
Excellent, Venkat. So you understood, right? What is the difference here? Tags are too close, right? So we have a software. Engineer like Venkat only take the logs from our AP and develop. If the tags are too close, which means there's a alert, red alert, goes to the people who owns the factory, saying that these two tags are close. They can look at the camera, they can look at the admin, check what is happening, right? Clear, no? I'll give one more scenarios, okay? Let's say one person has come and they place the tag in the morning. Just remove the tag and placed and left. Anybody like Venkat who has out of box thoughts? Not out of, it's basic only, just give a try. Tax is here. I'm just giving a hint. Since morning 9 to till in the evening 6. It's here. It's here. I mean, give a try. Venkat, you want to try? Very simple use case, very simple, basic. I told you, since morning it's here. Because he kept the tag in the tab and went out. He's absent, right. But how we find he's absent? Because tag, yeah, no movement, right? Two use case, I'm telling you, two use case, what we addressed customer was able to save almost 50 lakhs per month. 50 lakhs. Imagine 50 lakhs. The investment what they made with us, no? For 5 years, just 45 lakhs. And ROI within a month. Every month the savings was 50 lakhs. Look at the loss. Look at the technology benefits. You understood, right? Now you understood little bit more why network, why Wi-Fi, how it is helping customer in terms of giving a better experience, solving the problems, right? And loss and avoiding the losses. Clear? Any questions? And I have one more use case you can use. See, this is not limited, that's what I'm telling you. 1,000 lakhs, so many things you can do that, okay? Using this technology. The same AP what you are going to buy from Arba, having built-in IoT radio also. You understood what is IoT, right? Where we use IoT? Basically, simplifying the business operations, right? We all hearing about home automation. Huge business is coming up in India. It was there already in Dubai, Singapore, US. But in India it is coming up. In future, the home automation, right? Let's say I have a house. I have a lot of smart devices. All the devices are IoT enabled. Okay, I have camera at my house. I have IoT enabled device at my house. Okay, by urgency, let's say I have locked my house door. I came out, nobody there at my house. I want to ensure that while I was driving or while I was at my office, everything what I have, it is safe, right? Let's say sometime what we do, the AC may continue and run, right? Without powering off the AC, we may come out, right? Let's say the AC what I have, it is IoT. I have a Wi-Fi. The AC can talk to my Wi-Fi. Okay, using the Wi-Fi, I can access. The AC will have some app, which is there in cloud. The moment my AC is connected to my Wi-Fi, the AC can talk to the cloud app what I use for managing my AC. The same app I can log in using my mobile device also. You understood, right? Now while I was on a drive, I can see whether my AC is off or on. If it is on, the signal is green, I can use the app and power off my ACs. It's a small use case, but where the big use case is coming. So you all know, we all in the competition world. Like me, I have my competition. Let's say this college has the opportunity. Like me, there are 4, 5 people comes for the opportunity. They want to take the business. They also have a products. But as a customer, what customer look, what more this product can give, okay? When it comes to IoT, there was a use case happened in Bangalore. The business hours of them is 9 to 6. Okay, we took one use case. How many devices you have where you need a power? Let's say 1,000 device. Okay, 9 to 6, the device has to work. From 6 to until next day, 9, the device should off. Okay, all are decentralized, nothing IoT enabled, no smart, nothing. Okay. Or you talk about the APs. Okay, let's talk about this college. We have placed our APs. What college time is 9 to 6, correct? Academic flow time is 9 to 6. Hostel time is after 6 until next day morning 9. This is the time, right? Let's say if the academic floor, the AP is running after 6 until next day 9. Nobody is there, but the AP is simply consuming the power. Other side, when you go to hostels, during the day if the AP is running means it's simply consuming the power, right? We have a technology basis on the AP consumption. If there is no user talking to AP, the AP will go to ideal mode. There is only 5% of the power consumption. Okay. Like that, we took this use case, we took IoT use case. For one campus in Bangalore, if they save this power, they can save 1.5 crores for 5 years. 150 lakhs. You understood? What is the purchase cost of the device? 1.25 crores. You understood, no? How technology is helping. Who is helping? People like us who know the technology. Right? So now you all understand, right? When it comes to CSC, technology means it's not just a software development, right? Many thing. You are going to be a brain for many technology, right? So you have huge opportunities, I'm telling you, right? Okay, so yeah, I'll come to that topic. This is clear? So these are the products that we have at the high level. You all go to Aruba website where you can see whatever I was explaining in terms of product, how we differentiate our product. Our product we differentiate using indoor, outdoor, room, factories. We have a product supporting 100 user, we have product supporting 200 user, 300 user, okay? You understood, right? Let's say this conference room we have 200. If you go to classroom, we only need 100, right? So accordingly you can differentiate your products. We have a product for long, short, so many difference, right? It's all Wi-Fi. Now madam has a beautiful question, security, right? Which is interesting. Why security is important today? Earlier days, let's say you have a fight. If I have a fight with my friend, what I do, I use a technology to fight. I'll see whether I can hack his house. I see whether I can hack his car. Because I'm a technical man. If somebody, they don't have technology, what they do? They fight him on the road. The end result is death. That's what happening in most of the states, right? Even Tamil Nadu also not exceptional, right? Reason is their level is like that only. When they have problem, they stop the people and they fight in the road. The output is very bad, right? We have seen it. Yeah, but when it comes to security, how the smart people fighting with their competition, one is using hacking. I was in US 5 years before. There was a company, they are into retail. Let's say XY, okay? The market share of X was 40%. The market share of Y was 20%. Okay, both are big legend. They have huge money, okay? So what this Y did, he fund some money to hackers like us. He hacked the the swiping machine, okay? Let's say 6 to 7, some lakh people, they used the swiping machine. He took all the data of the swiping machine and published in the internet, saying that the swiping machine security was not good. Let's say I went to the X company, used my card. If my card information is available in the internet, anybody can use, right? Which was a threat, right? So they did 6 to 7. The news came during midnight. Next day morning after 9, the market share of Y went to up 40. The X came down to 20. Clear? How security is important. Do you think anybody avoids security these days? Nobody. And there was an incident in Hyderabad. Okay. The ransomware attack, you know, right? They encrypted the entire campus, including the laptop, desktop, printer, scanner, wherever they saw the operating system was weak, they used a ransomware technology, they encrypted. What was the encryption? There was a key you should use for decrypting the device and get the data. Nobody will have because they encrypted it using the vulnerabilities. I was telling you, any product that we develop, there will be a testing. Not only the testing of the function of the product, they check at the security level also. We call them as a vulnerability access test. Let's say there are lakhs of attack which is open in the market, right? Manually they triggered all the attacks and they see how that device is responding for those attacks. Okay, if the device is opened for some of the attack, which means the device again go back for the re-engineering, and they ensure that it is tested. Clear, no? So what they did, they encrypted the entire campus and they threatened the owners asking money, which was huge. Nobody can do that. Nobody can give that. Then what we did, they rented one more campus. We ensured that the business is as usual, and back end there's a negotiation is happening with them. Nobody can stop it. If they have critical data, if the data was not secure, they don't have options. Why data is important? Why we all are talking about security? When it comes to security, it's all data security, right? You don't get into America, you don't get into Hyderabad. You talk about a small street where you have two supermarket. What they do, they both manage the customer list in Excel, or they may have some tally. Okay. Let's say supermarket 1 per month, their sale is some 50 lakhs. The other person is 10 lakhs. The other person want to understand who is buying more. Maybe 10 customer buying 2 lakhs per month, which is 20 lakhs. If other person come to know about this 10 customer and their selling rate, he can go and negotiate directly. Sir, you are buying 2 lakhs per month. The same I will give in 1.25 lakhs per month. Clear, no? So here data is important. How securing the data is something security, right? Everywhere today, you need a data security, right? Everywhere. That's a different domain altogether. Huge. There's a development, there's a testing, there's a product, there's a support, right? Everything is challenging, everything is interesting when it comes to technology. So how the industry is managing security? We have two themes, layered and connected. Layered and connected. What is that layered and what is the connected? Let's say I came to this college today morning. From security to till here, there's a check, right? Security was asking, who are you? Whom you want to meet? Please enter. Then after I went to HOD, Department of Computer Science. There was a person was asking. Then I came here. I have seen 3-4 layers, right? To come here, I have seen 4-5 layers of security. I cannot come just like that, right? Then everybody, which is layered security, layered, correct? Every layer there's a security. Then what is connected? Everybody talking each other, right? The moment I cross, they will call and inform to Department of Computer Science. There's a person has come, he want to meet Senjil sir. From there, there's a call to library. Want to meet sir. They are connected, right? So just relate this to network or technology. What is layer here? Anybody want to give a try? Which is very interesting. So far we discussed about 2 layers of network. First layer is user layer, the endpoints. We have IT, IoT, OT, BLE, so many things, right? So you have to ensure that there is a security that you are building at your user interface layer. Let's talk about computer. We have antivirus, we have DLP. So many technology we are using in terms of securing our computer from threats. Clear? And after that, what we have? We have wireless. For that, we have security. Nobody can access just like that your network. While I was sending SAR about what is the theme, today the plan is talking about security first and AI networking. What is security first? Security is something is important, nobody can avoid. When it comes to Wi-Fi, you cannot allow people just like that, right? You need to have a security who can authenticate whether the person is right or not. Then authorization, okay? We have something called Aruba ClearPass. It's a product that can scan the device with respect to security and ensure that the device are not having any vulnerabilities. Then we'll allow the device to connect your networks. Clear? Then there's the accounting, right? So every layer you have to bring security and ensure that there is no vulnerability open at your business. Clear? Now let's talk about the wired. So where this all will connect? You need some device, right? You have placed AP. The AP need a power. The AP need a connectivity, right? So we have switches, which is physical switches you have to place on a rack, and you have to lay a cable from there to here. So we use this wired device for the device which is fixed. Your computer is fixed. Your printer is fixed. Your wireless access point is fixed. So let's say you have placed AP here. You want to power on the APs. You don't need any external power. This switch itself having a power enabled port that will feed the power to APs, and the AP will power on. The same port the AP can use to send the data. Let's say user talking to AP, AP talks to this. Clear? So we have different type of switches. We have switches for campus, we have switches for data center, we have switches for Wi-Fi, we have switches for CCTV, we have switches for data, so many things. You have to design as per the requirement. Okay, we have 1G, 10G, 25G, 40G, 100G. What is this 1G, 25G, 10G, 40G? Throughput, the speed. Clear? Clear? So we were talking about security, the user security, the wireless security, then security at the switch level also. Clear? It was happened just next gate, one of my global customers. What happened? No, there was a camera. They connected to switch. That port was opened. So what happened? Somebody removed that port. Instead of camera, they connected their own device to access this network. The device was very old. The device was having lot of vulnerabilities, lot of attack. The one device was connected by the third party, some unknown person, because the camera was at the wall. Outside of the wall was a forest kind of a place. He just came to the place and saw something is connecting. He has something and connected. That that particular incident was made the company down for 8 hours. The company was down for 8 hours. The days 8 hours, the loss was 500 crores. Don't take lightly. You all are a techie. Okay, you will be solving a big problems for our people of nation, world, and the enterprise, right? Then they called us. We immediately installed our device. We discovered what is happening. We found some unknown device was connected in the network that was triggering a huge traffic. What is the traffic here? Let's say this room is blocked for CSC. Let's say EC people, they have come and occupied these rooms, which is traffic. For EC people, this room is not allocated. They came and they sat, which is traffic, which is unknown traffic, right? Let's say you have a network. The network was used by some unknown traffic. The network is not available for somebody who's sending the genuine traffic, which was lost for business. So you need to have security at that layer also, and ensure that only the authorized device by you is getting connected. We have a solution. There is a product. Let's say the authorized device is connected. Okay, and somebody can hack the device, and they can do that. Printer means it should generate a traffic related to printer. Camera means it should generate traffic related to camera. Let's say somebody hacked and they are sending something else, which is unknown traffic, right? You should have some system who will be having the complete visibility of what is happening. The moment we see where the printer is coming, if there is something else from that traffic is coming, we see as a invalid traffic. We ensure that the particular device is isolated from the network. You understood how this network and security is going together? Basically, it is layered and connected. Here is the slide. If you see visibility, when it comes to security, visibility. After visibility, authentication and authorization. Then you can see continuous monitoring, where the connected I was talking about, it is coming in picture, right? You have so many people doing so many things. You need to have something as a connected, right? Basis on the output of things, if you want to take action, let's say somebody may connect it to switch, may take some things. Somebody may connect it to Wi-Fi and may do something, right? So you need to have a solution who can connect things and take action, right? So we monitor things continuously and take actions as per the output. Okay, let's say I am a threat for this college. The security, they allowed me. Okay, I'm just giving you some basic layman language. After I came to computer science department only, after Senthil sir identified me as an unknown person. Then what Senthil sir do? Immediately he will alert the gate person. Just close the gate, some third unknown person has entered. Correct, no? That's a connector. You understood? The same language technology also speaks. Look at how beautiful a flow they have done it. Just imagine with our practical, right? I'll keep one slide where we have everything. See, look at this. I was talking about the AP. Look at multiple 4 options, right? I was talking about IT, IoT. Everything is here. skip this slide. This will be my last for this session. Then we'll have some 5 minutes break for the Q&A. What I was talking so far, it is aligned with this framework. The first layer you see, which is connect layer, you see all the hardwares, what we were talking about. The Wi-Fi, switches, routers, everything fit in, right? So let's say we have a device, we connected. Then what is important? Security. We talk about security also. Visibility, authentication, and authorization. After that, there's accounting, there's a continuous monitoring. We took a very basic use case of layered and connected. The third layer, which is application layer, where this AI comes in picture, right? Any network that you see today from Aruba, which is very much aligned with this framework, okay? The AI, why it is important, the AI? We were discussing about so many practical things, use cases, right? So many things today. Anything, everything you see, everything is part of network, right? Why the AI is important? The artificial intelligence, right? We have a separate syllabus for AI today. Earlier it was not there when I was doing my engineering, right? So now we have a separate syllabus for AI also, part of our university. Anybody want to give a try? What is AI? Maybe the last bench who's creating a lot of noise. So this is all very practical things what we are talking, right? Don't take it lightly, I'm telling you, very seriously. Because after you leave engineering, it's a different game altogether. People are really rocking. You have so much of opportunity in the industries. India is growing like differently. We'll be a superpower the moment you all come out. Huge, huge. Whatever US doing, we will do sitting in India in futures. If you take lightly, you'll be a one who walk on the street. Your friend may be in the moon. That's what I want to tell you. Don't take it lightly. If you're taking lightly, you'll be in the street for sure. Your friend will be in the moon. That's what will happen very soon. That will happen from India, I'm telling you. Nobody else can do that. If you go in US, the brains all Indian brains. Why they left US? We did not have an infra. Now the government is giving a good infra. The brain will not go outside country. Brain will be here. They will do. You are the brain, right? So when it comes to AI, let me keep at the high level. So you have a lot of data, right? When it comes to Sendil sir, he has first year, second year, third year, fourth years, right? And there's the Excel he has. He want to award the people who exceptionally done good in all criteria. Syllabus, sports, attendance, characters, right? So let's say when we started this session, we had 200 people, right? Now let's say we have some 150. Out of 150, how much are focusing? How much are putting questions? If he has a technology, he can read sitting at one place. And he can rate the students. And he can include this also part of the marking systems, right? So when you have a technology, collecting this information, articulating yeah, I can use without phone also. We are end almost for this patch. So Sendil sir can articulate the data if he has a AI. And matter of a second, after applying all the characters, what he needs, he'll be able to find out who is on top and two and third, right? This is one example I can tell. And there are a lot of insights that AI can bring from the business development perspective, right? Not only this, let's say you have a classrooms, okay, you have stops. Let's say you want to rate one stop among 100, right? Let's say he is implementing the solution for stops tracking. He can find who is coming on right time, who's leaving on right time, who's doing what. Let's say he has all the
Hello,
information of stops.
hello,
Using
hello.
AI, he can find out and he can take the action, right? So the AI is helping in terms of improving the performance of the company. If there is an error, using the AI data, he can eliminate proactively. And if there is a demand, looking at the data, he can ensure that he is meeting the demand. You understood, right? So this is all about AI, right? So for all, what is important is technology. So that I want to communicate. When it comes to network, it is open platforms. You have hardware, you have a scope for software development, testing. And when it comes to security, it is not only for network security, right? We have a security for endpoint, we have a security for network, we have a security for application also. Whatever application you are going to develop, for that also you have to ensure that there is a security built-in part of the application, right? So this is all about. So I will leave you some 5 minutes. If you have any questions, maybe we can address. Any question, any basic or anything more that you want to understand, what is networking, how it is supporting for customers, what are the opportunity we have, what is security, what is layered security, what is connected, what is AI, how AI is useful. Yeah, so we have AI for getting the insight of our customer business operation with respect to not your business data, with respect to the network access data. Let's say you have a system you have given for your students. We want to understand how the experience of our network serving for your students, right? So there will be a huge data, right? You may have one problem, he may have one problem, right? So AI will analyze the source of the problem. We also have a lot of knowledge, right? The same problem we may see in US or Europe, right? We have a solution for that, right? So we correlate your problem with our database, we analyze and we give the output. What is the action you have to take and who are all impacted with these problems? What is the loss of this impacted? What are the device have seen this impact, right? So this all we analyze and we'll give the visibility, and basis on that you have to take action. It doesn't mean that you only have affection, right? Like you, there are 10 people, right? Some people may have, like you, they can come and ask. Some people, they live with the problems, right? They don't know how to ask. They don't know whether this is a problem or not, right? So if you have AI can discover, then give the solution to people, saying that these are the peoples are affected and this is a solution. If you have AI, that implement the solution also automatically, right? So there is an engine that discovered, analyze, give the insight. After insight, what is the remedy for that? It's a different workflow sitting at the top for improving your business experience and simplifying your business operation with error-free, you can say that. If you want to do this job when you don't have AI, it may take a month or more, right? But if you have AI, it's a matter of second or minutes, you can do this job. Yeah, so authentication, you can say network is different, AI is different, and the security is different. So this authentication comes under security. have a Wi-Fi network, you cannot allow everybody to access. You need to have an identity mechanism to authenticate you as an employee of this organization, right? If you have an open network, anybody can access anything. It may create a problems. See, I am not part of this organization. If you have a Wi-Fi, if the Wi-Fi is open, I can connect my laptop, I can do whatever I want. Let's say my character is not good, okay? Somebody knows that I am here, they can pay me and buy me. And if your network is open network, I can get into your data center, I can take the data of all your students and hand over to the other companies. Correct, no? So, after you have the Wi-Fi, somebody has to authenticate whether you are valid or not valid. So, that one of the job does by the security, which is the second layer of our architecture, security layers, right? Clear? Yeah. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, it was very good questions. You all understood what is centralization and what is decentralization, right? Let's talk about your college. You have 4 college, okay, and you have one IT managing all 4, which is centralized, and all 4 connected together, which is centralized. You don't have any dependency between all 4 colleges. Let's say your owner has 4 sons, okay, he is giving college 1 to son 1, college 2 son 2, college 3 to son 4, college 4 to son 4. Even though same group, but different management, no dependencies. Here you have the scope of decentralizations, right? So any service that you want to offer to your customer, just ask, what is your requirement? Who will be accessing this? Accordingly, you define whether you want to go with centralized approach or decentralized. So the difference between centralized and decentralized, one is the dependency, the second one is cost. If you're going decentralized, you have to set up everything individually at every locations. Let's say you are developing one app for customer X. Let's say if you are accessing Amazon, you see Amazon US, Amazon India, XYZ, right? It's all decentralized. Why it is decentralized? Because of language. Okay, you go to China, they don't understand English, right? Amazon has a different application for China. When it comes to India, we understand English, but we don't understand dollar. We pay in INR only when you are ordering. There's a decentralized is necessary, right? And accordingly, you have to define your applications. And there will be a fallback. Any business you take, there will be a HA. Let's talk about AWS. They are hosted in Amazon Cloud. Let's say the Amazon Cloud fails. Then there will be a Google or Microsoft, right? So there is a technology. It ensured that it goes to Amazon. If Amazon is not available, the same application they may host in Google also, right? So right approach, it is centralized approach. You see some dependency, some problem with centralized, then you take a decentralized approach based on the dependency and based on the cost impact. Any other questions? Some basic layman questions? As you all students, right? Anything related to interview? So we all here for you only, my brothers. So any basic questions? Yeah. Any question here? Okay, if all good, then we are good with this patch. Senthil sir have my number in case if you need any help, any learning documents for network, you can always call me or write an email, okay? I am very much available. Thank you so much for the time. See you soon. Yeah. And one last, one last, this is the AP that we are talking about, okay? This is the indoor APs, okay? And basically we place like this in the ceilings, okay? How it works now, it works 360 degree towards down. You got it, no? So this is indoor AP. Let's say we have something called in-room APs. We place, if you go to the hotel room, you see the AP inside the rooms. We place like this. This works in 180 degree, only this side. We have different model. Why it works 180 degree? After this wall, there will be another rooms. They place 180 like this, right? That works that side and this works this side. If this AP works in 360 degree, then there will be a signal overlapping, conjunction, right? Yeah. So like that, we have developed, we have AP for outdoor, I told you already. And these are the switches. And look at this AP doesn't have any ports, right? There's only one ports. We use these ports and connect this to this switch. Using this switch, we can power on this AP also. Have you seen anywhere? We have PoE switch. Using PoE switch, we can power on these APs. The same port supporting for transmitting and receiving the data also from these APs, right? And this is the switches. Yeah, we have. Look at here. There's a port, right? So this is fixed. Whatever device which is fixed, you need a network connectivity, then this is a device. And this is, I told you, it's a tags you can use for tracking asset and tracking peoples. And this is the tags basically we place on the ceilings or the wall. How the Google map is working. Let's say you want to go from here to your friend house, you don't know route. There's a Google map. It works using satellite, right? So here, let's say you have the college. We take the floors of your college. We upload something like Google. We have our own software. We are servicing for our customers. In that, you have the option, you can create a route. Like, let's say from the security, we want to go to computer science, right? You can create the route in the app. On that route, every 10 meter once, you have to place this, okay? And let's say you have an app. The moment, let's say I have come here, the moment I come, I have your Wi-Fi access. In my mobile, I have your college application, whatever the Google map, the same application I will have in my mobile. The moment Wi-Fi is connected, the moment the app is there with me, if I search computer science department, if you have placed the route, you'll be able to. The mobile, the app, this all talk together and it will show me how I can go to the computer science departments. It show you left, right. Let's say if I am taking some wrong route, how the Google map saying, You have to take right, left, all notification you will get it. And this same you can place as a messaging beacons. Let's say I have placed this here. The management want to deliver some message. Okay, generally I've seen they place a wall and they put a note saying that these are the things you can do, you cannot, right? But let's say you have an app. If you are using these beacons, whatever message that you want to deliver, you can deliver to their app. The moment they come and sit, if they look at their mobile, you can tell what you can do, what you cannot do. All is possible. Okay. So these are the device primarily, and this AI and the security, which is software basically. We have software you can buy and install any of the VM machine, you can use it. Yeah. Thank you.